We're trying to get a trout on a rooster tail. A nice evening trip after a cold front. I figured the trout are used to the cold and they may not even be affected by this cold front. Let's check it out. Let's see. Can we get a trout right after the cold front? Let's see. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Steady retrieve right here. Let's see if any trout are gonna bite after a cold front. I think it's possible. It's definitely possible. Alright, let's get another cast out here. Let's get another cast. Nice long cast. There we go. It's a decent one. Remember, if we catch a tag trout, we get a prize. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. Look at them. I told you the trout are not affected by the cold weather. They're used to, I think they're used to this cold weather because, I mean, think about it. They're native to brooks and snowmelt streams. You know, I'm thinking of like Colorado. Although I think trout are, you know, also in places like Oregon and Washington State. But yeah, that's what we wanted to do here, guys. A short little evening trip here on the fish camp. And we just did exactly what we wanted to do. We caught us a nice little stock rainbow trout on the rooster tail. I just wanted to show you guys that the cold front, it's not going to bother these fish as much as it bothers other stuff like bass and brim, catfish. Those are affected. These fish right here aren't going to be as affected by that cold front. So let's go ahead and get the hook out of him if we can. Get the hook out of him. All right, the hook's out. All right, so yeah, there's the stock trout. We are keeping this trout. We're not throwing it back, so it doesn't matter about how I handle it. That doesn't matter. He's going in the frying pan. He's actually going in the oven. But yeah, guys, that's what we're trying to do out here. We caught it on the rooster tail. I'll show it to you in a minute. The bait that we caught it, the lure that we caught it on. But that's the nice little stock trout. We're gonna put him on ice, and we'll be right back. All right. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Trout number 2. Trout number 2. It might be a tagged fish. Let's see. Let's see. Do we get a tag trout or what? Oh my God! That is a plump trout right there, guys. Ooh, a nice little evening trip trying to catch rainbow trout, and we just did it. We caught trout number 2 just now, and that is a plump trout. That's a fat one compared to the other one. Yeah, this one's got a little more size to it. I'm gonna get a hook in my hand if I don't get this rooster tail out of him. But look what we just did, guys. Trout number 2. I know the camera is probably not picking up well because it's getting dark, but that's exactly what we were trying to do right there. Trout number 2. I had a couple of strikes as I was casting over there. I had 2 strikes. So in the past 30 minutes, I've been casting, and luckily I kept throwing the rooster tail, and look what happened. That is a beautiful fish. This is a little better class of fish than the other one. The other one was a little bit smaller. This one's got a little more weight to it. That's a beautiful trout. We're gonna get the hook, the rooster tail out of his mouth before he hooks me. But that's what we're trying to do, guys. Look at him. Look how happy he is. He's on the fish camp and he knows it. And as you can see, he cannot contain himself. He's on the fish camp. He knows he's gonna be on YouTube, so he's happy. Look at him. He's so happy. But guys, that's what we're trying to do right there. I'm gonna get the hook out, and we're gonna try to get trout number 3. If we don't have enough light, we'll just call it a day. But either way, let's go ahead and get this hook out. All right, guys. We caught trout number 2 just now back there, and as you can see, we have trout number 1 on the stringer. Both of them are getting eaten, so it doesn't matter if they're alive, and they're going on the ice chest in a minute here. Camera angle, I don't know how well it's picking up, but that's a better view of him right there. That's the trout that we wanted to catch here. Trout number 2. We're gonna go ahead and put him on the stringer. Here we go. He's on the stringer now. We're losing light quick, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. Anyways, guys, for a nice little evening trip, we caught half a lemon in about an hour. Just throwing the rooster tail, you know, that's it, just throwing the rooster tail. So that's the way to do it right there. If you want to catch the stock rainbow trout, easy way to do it, throw that rooster tail. That's what it did. That's what did it tonight.